Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with Caius, Marshall's cousin, Marshall, and Kai. Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with Caius, Marshall's nephew, Marshall, and Dave. We're going to put a motor and transmission in the Western 1963 Belair station wagon. So let's check out what the two stooges are doing over here.
Don't even look over here.
Got the Turbo 350 and the 350 small block all bolted together. This car is rock solid and nice and dry, so this should be an easy install.
Oh, yes,
Did you have that one started?
that one started and good?
What's the problem here?
I don't know.
It's us.
It has to
Like a 10 minute or. Can you guys push on this? You need to go down? Just barely.
This thing would be a really cool car, but clearly has gone through a lot. Oh, it looks like it's in a swamp. There's a little bit of moss. The 59 wagons are always cool. Someone hit that.
Where's that hammer?
That one was right here.
Green one's right there.
All right, so Dave and Marshall are going out to pull a battery to turn this thing over here. Me and Caius are looking at the engine. It took probably a whopping 20-25 minutes to get this motor and transmission put in. I did buy a 700 R4 style mount for these cars, which is right there. I, for some reason, thought that it would fit a Turbo 350, but the stock mount for the transmission did work for the 350. No dice?
What?
Wrong size? Oh, Dave's got the battery. So yeah, we're gonna fire this, not really fire it up because we broke a spark plug and we need to do some plumbing here, but at least turn it over. Make sure it still turns over and have it running for another day. All right, so we can't crank it over a ton because we have our oil pressure line that's not hooked up yet and it'll be open and spitting oil everywhere. But we're just going to bump it over to show everyone that it does actually turn over and we actually know half a thing or two what we're doing. So Marshall's touching the negative, which is really safe. Ready, Marsh?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it like 2 seconds. Good enough. All right, guys, so this video is sponsored in part by Vever. I love this company, and they actually have a brand new endoscope, which is in this box. I have the original one that they sent me about 2 years ago, and I've used it thousands of times. Well, probably not thousands, but hundreds of times. And they said, hey, Ryan, we have a newer one. Would you like to review it? Absolutely. So they sent me one. Let's open this box and let's get into it. All right, guys, so here is the newer version of their endoscope. And as you can see, there's me filming right there. But I do like this one a whole lot more than the original. And that's not to say that the original one is bad, but the cable was too long. It was just kind of hard to hold the monitor itself. And Vever has gotten rid of that by having it actually handheld and a much smaller cable. HD screen, you can do snapshots. Look at that. Look at that nice looking guy right there. Snapshots, you can save stuff there, put them on your computer. If you want to check engines and stuff like this engine here or this radiator that's kind of a tight fit, you want to look down inside of them, perfect thing to do, and let's demonstrate that now. All right, this is actually really super hard to film by myself with 2 hands here. So going inside this radiator is checking it out here, and hopefully the picture looks good on your guys' end, but you can see so much detail on this thing. It's a super bright light. You can see that this radiator probably needs rebuilt. You can move it around, it's flexible, and it's just a hell of a nice design. I love, love, love that they put the cable integrated into the handle here, and the monitor itself is in the handle. You can move the monitor backward and forward if you want to for easeability. You can take snapshots, increase your brightness, all that good stuff. Settings. Just an awesome tool to have. Not to say that the original one isn't nice, but this is a hell of an upgrade. Definitely, if you're doing things with engines, small parts, hard to get to areas, definitely need it on your wish list this year. So I do understand Christmas is about a week away, but if you're shopping for that guy out in the garage or husband, brother, sister, cousin, whatever it may be, Weaver, tough tools, half the price. Definitely true. I've used a lot of Weaver stuff. They send me a lot of good stuff, and I don't really have anything bad to say about any of it. It's an awesome brand. I love working with them. So thank you to Weaver for sending me this. If you just want to get your own, there is a link down below in the description. Check them out. They have a lot of other things besides just the camera, but they have a lot of good tools for the mechanic or the everyday hobbyist in mind. So thank you to Weaver. Let's get back to the video. So the next thing up here, Dave and Marshall work on this week. Got a radiator, got to get that cleaned out, get that put in. We're going to work on the brakes here a little bit. 5 boxes of parts from Rock Auto, fresh drums, shoes, hardware, brake lines, all that good stuff. Look how dry this car is. I mean, there's still paint on the shocks. The brake lines are beautiful. The trunk paint is really nice, just a tiny bit of rust. Just a hell of a nice car. Dave's been working on cleaning it out a little bit here. Definitely needs some new interior and some carpet, but very, very solid, nice car to start here with. Yeah, 350, turbo 350. We also have a new yoke, and here's the original drive shaft. Gonna take that back to Iowa, get that cut down some. And then when they bring it out to my place in a couple months or a month, whatever, we'll be driving this thing. So stick around and stay tuned for part 2 of this old car. All right, so it's Sunday now, and I'm heading back to Iowa. So Marsh, your plan, I guess, in the next couple weeks while you're off for work is we'll get the brakes done. I shouldn't say we. You'll work on the brakes. Radiator, getting that put in. We're gonna have that cleaned by a guy here locally. Kind of plumb it up, get the hoses and stuff all good to go. And then I'll be back out roughly about a month from now. I've got a 59 Buick at my house, that's Marshall's, and I'll bring that out here. We will put the wagon back on my trailer, head back to Iowa. It'll be for sale at that point, but it's kind of cool to see the 2 Western cars in the same garage together. It's probably been a long time since they've been under a roof. And speaking of roofs, Dave and Marshall picked up this incredibly rare 1959 Buick Invicta station wagon on Thursday. It was an hour away, popped up, and they had to have it. So the cool thing about these wagons is up until 1965, Ionia, it's a coach builder. 64. Well, through 64, so like beginning with 65. But Ionia in Michigan, Ionia body right there, actually built these Buicks and Oldsmobiles. They all started life as 4-door sedans that were converted. The Invicta model, there was 5,200 of them made. The Invicta is the middle of the line. And the ones we can find online, very few of them have all this roof stainless. So pretty tough car to find, really. They also have that single piece of trim right there that runs along the headliner. But these cars have 3 more inches in the back, or so I've been told. So the 5960 Buick only rear glass is specific to Buick. So the Oldsmobile, even though the Olds was made by Ionia as well, the Olds glass is shorter. So if you break one of those, you're SOL. Good luck finding one. This one's got a power seat in it currently. Power gate with the trim, which is Buick only. And this one's pretty cool, is that Ionia figured out how to put the standard fuel tank through the bumper. There's a nice cap that says fuel. Dave's got that in his garage. It is pretty rough, but just look at the amount of chrome all around the top here, down the sides. They chromed the window, surround moldings. It's pretty muddy over here, but it's got a 401 nail head, automatic transmission. The only thing that this thing's missing that I wish it would have had was a roof rack. 5960 roof racks are so hard to find, and it would have been cool to have it. So anyways, it's a rainy day. I'm gonna head back to Dave's, load up a car, and head back to Iowa. So I realized yesterday when I got home that I never filmed this car at Dave's in the daylight. And as you can see there, it's about 7:30 here. But this is a 1962 Buick. I don't even know if it's a Lesabre, to be honest with you here. Let's look at it. It's an Invicta, so it's another middle of the line trim. And this is a good parts donor for our friend Greg, who actually had the auction 2 weeks ago in South Dakota here. Kind of hard to see in the nighttime here, but all the convertible stainless is there. The windshield post, the inside trim, the windows, the tracks, the quarter windows, the snap trim. Kind of cool that I want to talk about, if I can get a good shot of it here, is everything except the Chevy has this kind of narrow trim right here, whereas a Chevy would be full size wide until right here. They're actually welded right about here from the factory. So if you have a Buick, Olds, Pontiac, Cadillac, well, I guess Cadillac is longer, so the snap trim is different. But if you're trying to fix a Chevy and you have a full-size car like this Buick Invicta here with that trim, you can always find an old set of your snap trim off a Chevy and weld the ends on and make a Buick trim a Chevy. Or you can pretty much just run it how it was and give it a little different look than a standard Impala. So with that being said, pretty cool car, 401 nail head. Just super rough. There's no rockers in it, no floor pan. It would probably be better as a donor for sure. And speaking of donors, I had a nice subscriber give me a set of 4 white wall tires and some mufflers. Actually, some glass packs. So the glass packs will be going on the 63 Belair Wagon, probably in a couple weeks here. The car is out with Marshall and Dave right now. They're gonna do the brakes, cooling system, all that good stuff. And then out there, I've got a 59 Buick that's Marshall's, and we'll be trading. It was a quick video today. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. Kind of a different video. We're just working on that 63, and that Buick wagon is awesome. So if you guys have ever seen one before, comment down below. Also, I'm looking for cat treats and cat stuff for my cat for Christmas. So if you guys have any ideas on what you think he would like, comment them down below as well. Thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and I'll catch you guys next time.